Hey everyone, let's do another weekly update I'm recording after 2 weeks of trading. Um I had some good news, some bad news. So actually bad news is that I eventually, after 4 months of trading on my 75k funded account, I've lost it, unfortunately, but I kind of felt like it was inevitable, however, another funding challenge that I took for 25k is going good. Yeah, and all this and my reflections on this um, will be shown in mental game playlist. Um, in the moment, it felt like really bad, but then I understood that this is just another step, and I just need to continue learning based on this. So just to refine the strategy overall. The biggest problems, which I again will describe later, but in other videos, but in short, it's over risking and over trading combined. Okay, combined. And because of that, I took this trade manager. So I really love this instrument. I should have had something like this before. So maybe I will do a more detailed outlook sometime in the future. But what it does for you is that you can put so first of all, there is a lot here. So there is trailing stops, take partials in 4 parts, partial even loss closing. Then when you are in position, some break-even management, so you can tell like at 2R you go break-even or trailing stop. But for me personally, the biggest thing here is this. So when you place a trade, you can give him like a risk parameters. For instance, you want to risk 1%, and then when you put a trade, it allows you. So it allows you to do something like this, like just click here. This will be a trade, but it's not started yet. And you can have parameters like drag it to the open, to the current price, and it will just go with the price. It's really convenient in the real time. Or you can just say, I will consider my entry point. So let's say you want to adjust to the open price. So right now it's weird because it's weekend, but you want it to be here, and then you adjust stop loss, and you say my take profit should be like 2R no matter what. Okay, 2R no matter what. And you see what it does. So in real-time condition, the entry point will be tied to the live price, but stop loss will be the same. And for me, this is crucial because what I did is I like started a trade with $100, then maybe 150 or 70, and the risk was not consistent. And because of that, I really for me it was really hard like to be calm, especially when I risk more. And now I can risk like almost 1%, knowing that my next trade will most likely be the same amount of um, risk. And yeah, it's really interesting feeling, and really good for control, because to change my risk I need to go here, and in the real time it's not as easy to do as you compared to doing it without the manager. And it's really comfortable that you drag your stop loss, it drags your take profit for 2R, or something like that. Yeah, so real cool instrument. We'll show you later more about it. Now, as for the trade, let's start with so our week will start here, 23rd. So I had trade somewhere here. Okay, let me take a quick stop here. So first of all, let's start with the overall bias, and overall bias was bullish for gold based on these recent legs. And as you can see, we had some breakout structures here. The chain of supply and demand is holding, so overall market is moving to the upside. Unfortunately, support with all these things that are worse that are going in the world. So yeah, but technically it's bullish as well, and it is in a pretty clear situation. However, after several consecutive shifts, it became a bit overextended and it went into like extended pullback, extended pullback. And for more context from here, please have a look at the previous recap. So for these next 2 weeks, I was following only bullish side for gold. First trade was somewhere here. So let me take a look. So first of all, yeah, I mean, you see 1 hour, 2 hours are not super clear. And this is what I wanted to show you probably for this outlook is that what is clear and unclear markets again, it's really hard to say it like really shortly because it's experience based a lot, but this is kind of unclear price action. This is kind of unclear price action. This is clear price action. This clear impulse, clear pullback. And from all the markets, probably gold was the clearest. And if I quickly look at other markets, like GBP, GPY here, or here, with the overall bullish bias, this is not clear price action for bullishness. And I tried to trade some Euro USD, GBP USD, but you see, so this is the definition basically of unclear market. So this is more clear, this is unclear. Same for GU, you see, unclear, so no direction at all. And I tried to make some rules for this. For example, if we are in the sideways movement, then probably it makes sense to trade only SSC, because yeah, in this kind of markets, they tend to come back to the extreme zones, or just not to trade at all. So same for AUD, USD, so not clear. Yeah, this is perfect definition of unclear markets. It's not only unclear with direction, it does not have a lot of volume. This part, even though it's moving overall bullish, it's not showing the signs of clearness. Maybe even like here, so this kind of price action is a bit more clear, especially this one. This one a bit more clear. So yeah, I will probably try to address it in the future, but overall, again, how do you think? Is this market worth trading or not worth trading? And I really tried during this time to separate it all, but I guess I addressed this in previous outlooks as well. So yeah, what we had here is 1 hour, 4 hours that is bullish, but in unclear pullbacks. So I basically gave a couple of tries, or maybe one try for the gold. And what we had here is again underlying bullish context. We had some bullish price action here on 5 minutes with these shifts, with the absorption of the zone, and then new impulse, correction impulse on 5 minutes. And on 1 minute, it could be looking like a huge accumulation. Again, it's not the clearest trade. More clear price action will follow later, but as for the entry, we just had like impulse, smaller correction, and the market goes higher. Or you can say that this is an impulse correction, and on the impulse we take an entry. Probably it went to 1 hour, and that's all. Oh, actually it shows it was a winning trade. Okay, let me check it. Okay. Oh yeah, actually this one ran to 2R, and I checked the history. Yes, this was a winning trade in unclear environment. By the way, during this outlook and the next one, which I will record right after this, I hope. Oh, I will not show like all the trades, because there was one day when I like finished destroying my 70k account, and it was on tilt, and I had a lot of losers, which I just decided to not to record, because they I mean, they have no underlying context or whatsoever. So random emotional trades, unfortunately. But so just that you know, this period was a period of another crisis, and I hope some kind of another transformation only time will show. But yeah, I actually held 1 month without violating the rules, but then looking back to it, I understand that I don't know, I just allowed overconfidence to creep in, I guess. And I definitely should have had this manager to help me with consistent risk much earlier. So after I got it, so far it was good, and I guess I over risked just a little bit. During a specific point in time. Yeah, but overall it's much better, and it's feeling much better. Okay, so one trade there, and then it was the end of the week. So only one trade that I wanted to show here. Maybe some other losers break evens on this pair or on other pairs. So this was for gold. And also another mostly traded instrument for this week was US30. What I had here is historically bullish instrument with the monthly bullish, weekly either in a real long reaccumulation, but technically it's even more like a distribution. Also back and forth with the recent shift to the downside. Daily also unclear slash bearish, but at the same time created this 2.0. So we had a shift impulse, so fractal impulse correction, fractal structure S&D confirmation, and then on 1 hour again it started something like this. So first of all, you need to understand that this is again not optimal entry, because what is this overall? This is a redistribution on 1 hour. So yeah, on 1 hour, and not the best entry overall. But since we started to hold the zone, and instead of like rejecting the last unmitigated portions, we started to move higher, I decided to try to make the foundation in 5 minutes and see that it's moving up, and entered one short and one long. So one short from the long bias, short bias, and one long from the long bias. Why I decided to switch here? Because first of all, if we are looking at 1 minute, this is more or less bullish price action, as you can see. So we had some bullishness, some really big reaccumulation, which became confirmed with one more reaccumulation, and then bullishness. And here I decided to short, probably basing myself on this zone as I described, and overall bearish bias. However, we need to understand that I'm trading like 1 minute and like really short term price action, ideally in confluence with everything else. But here, but even more importantly, it should be in confluence with 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, because these time frames are influencing my 1 minute entry usually much more compared to daily. Yeah, in a way. Yeah, so we will not go into too much details, but I guess you understand my point is that if I'm entering 1 minute, I want my foundation on 1 minute to be with me. And here on this short, I entered. First of all, it was lunchtime. Only first shift to the downside, as I said here, and the price action just got tapped into some of the zones and started to go to the upside really impulsively. So it went like in the moment it was like fast price action, big pressure, and the creation of impulse correction impulse after a possible reaccumulation, as you can see. So up, 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 one down, and then up again. So confirmed reaccumulation, which is really, really bullish. And I decided to enter. Price started to just to play around, and here, somewhere here, I just decided, okay, it's like not going to work. Price action is not clear anymore, so I will just close at break even. So I will just close at break even manually, and short after that, maybe half an hour or something like that, it went to take profit, and even no, just to take profit, no, maybe to 3 hours or something like that. Yeah, so this was a trade for US 30 that I wanted to share for this week. And then we have next trades for the next week. Okay, so again, yes, hard period, yes, same mistakes coming back, but at the same time, I feel pretty objectively that I'm becoming like 0.5% better, you know, or maybe 0.1% better each time. So with each failed attempt, I like managed to do it in a bit better style. So I fail in a better style. I hold my accounts. So for instance, in the beginning when I started, I was able like to hold account sometimes for 1 day or 2 days, but now I regularly can keep evaluations like for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they are actually profitable. But then a day comes or hour comes and I just destroy everything with over trading and over risking, which of course are my main focus for development. And yeah, I even don't know if it's true. Okay, I don't know if it's true because even though I have some really nice periods, like even 5-6 weeks of profitability and consistency, but then just one day destroys it all. And I don't know if like this time is the time when I, so to say, figured myself out. I guess maybe there will not be such time, and I will need to prove myself that I am a consistent trader, like every second, every minute, every hour, and every day. And there will always be a chance that these patterns will come back. Maybe in the future, the chances will be lower, but they will still be there. So it's really fundamental, deep questions that I can't give an answer until I will live it through. And I mean, if I'm waking up, I can't say for sure that I will be consistent, but I can say for sure if only after the day is over. So I don't know. My perspective right now is like this, that I need to prove myself that I am consistent every day, every hour. See you in the next review.